Yeah.
This is gonna be like, take one. No, it won't be take one, it'll be like, take a trillion.
Yeah, it won't be take one, for sure. Yeah. I can edit these out. That was better. That was better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Cool.
Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a special day because I do have a beautiful guest, my dear friend Tania. I met her through social media and through a mutual function that we were at years ago, but more importantly through social media when I followed her. She's also a New Zealand based blogger slash Instagrammer. I really enjoy her stories, her quotes, her posts, her positivity that she injects into the world of virtual social media, whatever you'd like to call it, the internet, that's what I'm trying to say. And also in person, she's just a lovely, genuine, positive person to be around with. And so, you know, she's just as positive and wonderful in person as well as online. You see what you get in person. It's very hard to find those people these days. Without me rambling on, I'm gonna let her say a few words about herself to you.
I don't know if I can top that intro. Hi everyone, my name is Tania Rubini Naidu. I am behind the Instagram handle Distinguish Oneself. Mostly, like Maaru said, I touch base on a lot of the inspirational kind of stuff. I'm a huge advocate for uplifting women and also uplifting the younger generation. I'm a huge believer that they are obviously our people of tomorrow, and individuality is something that's very important in the younger generation to instill in them and tell them that they don't have to particularly show everything or choose to do everything that media or other people do and everything like that. I believe that the individuality of today is pretty much, you know, the face of tomorrow.
Yep.
So with that said, my Instagram is around that, and it's also touching base on the individuality of style and fashion as well.
Yep.
So if you jump on my page, you'll see a lot of clothing related photos. Yeah. I am a New Zealand born. My parents are from Malaysia. I travel back to Malaysia pretty much every year ever since I was born. I am a South Indian.
Yay!
My dad is Telugu, my mum is Malayali, my partner is Tamil. I have a wide array of South Indian around me and in me.
That sounds basically Tania.
Yeah.
And today we are going to be looking at, of course, makeup, and that too from a New Zealand and Australian based retailer called Chemist Warehouse. So they retail a whole bunch of categories, and one area that we're going to be looking at today is makeup, and that too affordable. Well, they retail affordable makeup, and particularly products that Tania has explored, tried, tested and loves. I came across these products when I did a photo shoot with Tania and I was doing her makeup, and then she shared some of the products that she's been using and enjoying from Chemist Warehouse, and my mind was literally to a whole new world. So I thought it'll be such a good idea for us to sit down and look at her personal favorites from Chemist Warehouse. Great thing is they're all so affordable, but above all, they're great quality. They work on both our skin tones, both our different skin types. So if you would like to see how all of these products are going to be acting on our skin tones, please keep watching. Grab a cup of tea or coffee, because we've got quite a lot of products here that you want to see, and we're going to be doing our makeup with these products as well. So let's go.
Enjoy, guys. Hey guys, so the first item that I really like is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream. If you're anything like me, I'm not a huge fan of proper cream, especially being darker toned. I feel like creams that are quite thick in terms of moisturizers, they seem to leave like a really white layer sheen on top of my skin. This is a gel base, and I believe these also come in tiny test pots, which is originally how I tried these, and then I decided that I would buy the original one. It's also one of those products where it's actually filled with the product. It's not like half filled on there. The moment you crack it open, there is cream right to the top. I believe in this kind of stuff. Yeah. So you try it.
Okay, so I'm gonna give it a go as well, because I have oily skin and I am a huge fan of gel-based products as well.
It's very light on the skin. You know how sometimes when you get moisturizers and stuff like that, it kind of feels like you've layered something on your skin?
Yep.
So this is kind of nice because it absorbs in. But it also makes a really nice base for your makeup.
Yeah.
It gives you that little bit like elastic feeling
Like
as
bounce.
well. Yeah, it bounces through.
Yeah.
Stand here and bounce. Sticking with the Neutrogena products, I guess every makeup artist will tell you sunscreen is important. I used to avoid sunscreen. I'm saying this in front of her. I used to avoid sunscreen just because, just like creams, moisturizers, I hate that oily,
Greasy.
leathery feeling on your face. Hydro Boost made a water gel lotion, SPF 50. SPF 50. I'm super happy about this. It still looks like a cream, but it's just doesn't come off as white paste.
This was one of the products that I tried and blew my mind away. And I still don't know how it works because it looks pretty opaque and white. The thing with brown girls is that it leaves this nasty ass grey cast all over your face. There's no grey cast.
Yeah. Yeah, I can deal with a little bit of shine because once you've done your makeup and stuff like that.
You can use powder and
Yeah, so Chemist Warehouse has an in-store brand called W7, and so this is all of their makeup related stuff. So this is the Chemist Warehouse in-stores W7 Prime Magic. Now this, honestly, it feels so nice when you stick it on. It gives you this airbrush look. I am guilty for moisturizing, sunscreen, and using this, and then just spraying, finishing spraying, going to work. Here you go.
It feels very slippery in a good way. Like, just fills in the gaps, I guess.
Glides on.
Yeah, it just kind of.
And a little goes a long way as well, which is the best about the fact that it glides. Alrighty, so I know about y'all, but I am a huge fan now of Drew Barrymore's Flower brand. I went to Chemist Warehouse during our lockdown period to get some stuff, just essential stuff.
Yeah.
This was there. What happened was during COVID, all the testers were put away and you could still buy products, you just couldn't test them, which meant that I had to guesstimate which color was my foundation. So, 3 bottles later, I figured it out. Once I stick it on, you guys will see. So I've given Maaru the other 2, which apparently mixed together make her color, so which works. And these are $13. I know that Chemist Warehouse, when they do their sales, these drop down to 10. Like, especially for everyday foundation, they glide so easily. If you know Drew Barrymore as an actress, she really has this very like flawless look. She's not a cakey type of person.
It's very natural.
Yeah, it doesn't leave you with like this weird feeling during the day either. Once it's on, it's nice, it's on, it stays like that. It has a dewy finish to it as well, which is nice if I've got kind of dry skin, so I like the dewy-ish kind of finish to it.
Yeah.
Especially over time, it does get a little bit, I don't know, you know when you look at yourself with makeup on and then suddenly your foundation looks really dry and you're just like,
yeah, it's
really
that crusty, flaky kind of look.
And you're like, I needed to carry my finishing spray and beauty blender with me.
I also like that it's got a pump as well. You know, I know that a lot of foundations do have a pump, but for the price point, it has a pump
that comes with the product.
Because
a lot of foundations you have to buy a pump, right? So I didn't even realize having pumps was a big deal, but actually now that I think about it,
for an affordable one, yeah.
Because the other one that I used to wear before this was the Wet n Wild one. The Wet n Wild one doesn't have a pump,
No.
but now that I think about it, a
It's
pump
okay.
makes more sense because I won't waste product.
No.
The packaging I love. I am an ex-design student, and packaging is definitely something super exciting for me. Simplistic, but also just really nice.
Yeah.
The beauty blenders in W7 at Chemist Warehouse are my friends. I gave up buying beauty blenders from anyone else now. So they have little mini ones for your concealer, and they also have chubby ones. I like having the moist blender rather than a dry one.
I'm gonna try. It's very, like, you know, looking at the person that owns the brand, you know that the products reflect that. Like, I can't imagine Drew Barrymore having a face piled with makeup.
Yeah, correct.
You know, it's a medium coverage buildable foundation. That's truly who she is.
Yeah. And the products are all simplistic, just like her.
I'm gonna grab my concealer.
I am not going to put eyeliner on because eyeliner is not my friend, and it takes me a while to do liquid eyeliner. And if anything, whilst we're on camera, today will be the day I screw it up. But this is the II Captain Chemist Warehouse W7 brand. This one is a very black liquid eyeliner. I am absolutely stoked with how sharp that point is. It is very, very black.
It is, I can vouch for that. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
One stripe
Was enough.
was enough, yeah. And also it dries down black, like black.
Like pitch black.
Yeah.
It's very easy to take off, which is the best part.
Yeah.
But I think it also just doesn't like to gel quite well with glues for strip eyelashes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave you to give that one a go. It's really nice for when you do like wing eyeliner, you know how you really want like a dark look. Boom, teamwork.
That's honestly one strike, just one stroke, and that's kind of the kind of pigmentation that you're looking at. And I can't believe that it's under $10.
Yeah.
Like,
so that's the best thing about W7 is most of it is definitely under $10. I am one of those people who probably deliberately not paid attention into what order these products should go in. I do whatever the hell I want.
Yep.
The products that I'm talking about is, this one is the Flower, what is it called? This is Blush Bomb Color Drops. And these come in different shades. So like I was saying, Flower has multiple different shades and things, and this is one of their shades. So this is called Bubbly. If you're ever one of those people who goes straight in with a blush, didn't attempt to blend or just plonked it on, this is kind of this is something that's good for you because it's a build on. You can watch what you're doing as you're doing it. There is really no chance of screwing this up. W7 has a bronzer as well. It's a very golden glow compact. I use it as an eyeshadow just because, also another dark skin problem, gold is a very weird looking thing. Sometimes I look like white dust on my skin. I opt for bronzer as an eyeshadow sometimes. And the other one is, this is like an illuminating face cream. So when I saw other people using it, they put it before their foundation, and I am, like, I guess it works for people, but I'm not one of those people who like having an illuminating face underneath my foundation. So I actually just use this as a liquid illuminator to begin.
Oh yeah,
so
like sort of like on your high points, like a liquid highlighter.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So we're gonna do blush.
We're gonna do blush first.
Awesome.
So this has this very, is there a special name for this kind of thing? It's got this like very scientific looking, you know, like glasses obviously. Well, it's either glass or it's...
No, I think it's an acrylic.
Yeah, so much more easier to clean.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Than
like just a plastic or like the point on the other ones. So I literally just go in with a few dollops.
So there is a reason why I'm trying all these products with brushes, just to show you guys that what it looks like to do it with Beauty Blender versus a brush, or you know, do it on a palette and then you kind of have a little bit of control over, especially if you're not used to using this kind of product, because it can be quite intimidating to just put this intense color on your face.
Okay, bronzer. This is also a W7 bronzer. Now this one I got for $5. Like I said, it's a multi-use in my one. I use it for eyeshadow and for bronzer. I'll use the brush to put the blush on, and then I'll use the brush to put the bronzer on. In my head, and I'll use the brush to put the illuminator in as well. In my head it works because I feel like I'm building on everything and blending it in. I don't know if that's right.
Actually, what you just said is actually the right way of doing makeup, and I do this is because I know there's no rules to makeup, and as in there's no rules to individuality, creativity associated with makeup, but there is definitely a theory that you get taught, and one of that is that and the reason it makes sense, like you said, basically you're using that brush and there's always leftover product from what you know, it kind of ties the whole thing together. So there's no, you know, blush over here, bronzer over here, and your base, you know, it kind of blends things. I'm one of those people, even though I do bronzer on people, I personally don't like it on myself. There you go.
There you go.
I think I admire it on other people, and I love doing it on people. Like I definitely do it on clients, but I don't do it on myself.
Fair enough. That works.
Yeah.
So you won't be using that one?
No. But do they have other shades? Because this one, I wouldn't consider my bronzer shade because it's very close to my skin.
Yeah.
But if there's a darker shade,
You know what? I don't actually know the answer to that question.
If there is a darker shade, I will link it in the description box below.
So this is the illuminator, the face illuminator that I was talking about. They call it the Glow Guru Illuminating Face Cream. This one is the Peach Glow. So the one thing you gotta remember is this is very runny. So a little bit goes a long way. And I literally just, I draw out, there you go. I draw out where I wanna do it. I don't know if other people do this, but I put it on my nose.
Yep,
Okay.
that's the place that they highlight.
If you're one of those people who use a lot of it on one brush, or you're about to start using a brush for everything, remember that when you're doing this area, don't push down too much, because then you'll get like the blush and a pink streak straight down the middle. Next is eyeshadow. W7 has a eyeshadow primer, and this one I really like because I don't really like the primers that have like a very yellowy look to it that you need to cover up with makeup.
Yeah.
It just works really well. I really like it.
Yeah.
I think you used it on me the other day. Very metallic look to it.
Metallic bases can be really good because it just naturally gives that flush of color on your skin.
Yeah. I will admit that I've just worn this by itself before.
Oh,
Yeah.
and it
It lasted. I have to admit, I don't have a Chemist Warehouse palette that I love.
2,000 years later.
I have, over the last year or so, I kind of bought up a lot of lip tints, and this was my last recent purchase.
is that from Chemist Warehouse as well?
No, this is Wet n Wild.
Wet n Wild. As in like they don't retail Wet n Wild, eh?
No. Farmers?
Farmers, yeah.
I don't know if anybody else retails Wet n Wild. I know Farmers is where I normally buy from, so.
Cool.
Cool!
So at the end of it,
Yep. You look very pretty.
you did too.
No, thanks. Did you like all the products?
I loved it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed all of them.
You enjoyed?
Yeah.
Is there anything you don't like?
I think for me the bronzer was a little bit of a letdown, but that's not because of the product itself. I think it's just the shade. I'm just not so sure, purely because I'm more deeper than you.
Yeah.
But I don't think the formula is at fault. And the other one is when I put the sunscreen on, I think I had the Ordinary Buffet on already, and so that didn't agree with the sunscreen.
Yeah, you
so
got
it started peeling.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
that's the other thing I need to do, make sure that if I'm gonna try these things, I need to get rid of.
Clear canvas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some of the Ordinary products have to be used on their own. Some of them have like instructions on how you can use them with makeup and stuff like that. Yeah, the Hydro Boost stuff works with it. That's absolutely fine. Even foundations and stuff, the flower products, and I've never had any issues with it. Just the base primer never stuck. Hope you guys like this.
The thing is, while it's really nice to explore luxury items or very popular brands, I think it's very important to also visit your local retailers, especially at a time like this. It's really great finding affordable options to maybe your favorite high-end products. Financially, things are not always great at the moment for everybody, so I think it's very useful to discover gems like this, especially foundation products, which we all use all the time.
It can be expensive sometimes.
That's right, and it's so good to find affordable alternatives to complexion products. Even the concealer, I think I'm going to buy one that suits my shade and give it a go. And that's it. That really is the end of the video. Hope you really enjoyed your time. Thank you so much for taking the time to be in this video.
Thank you for having me.
No worries. And talking about your favorites, you have opened my mind up to a whole new world of Chemist Warehouse. More importantly, good quality, affordable makeup.
Yeah, I mean, like
Yeah.
I said, it's important in this current situation as well.
Yeah.
To be able to have affordable stuff. And sometimes if you don't have to spend so much money on stuff, why do it? Like you can take that money and use it for something else. It's always handy to have dupes as well.
Exactly. Thank you for your time and see you again very soon in another video. Have a good one. Bye for now.
Bye!